Oh, sí, sí, tú sabes lo que es. En la casa niños y mujeres trabajando de 9 a 5, pero estamos casados con los juegos. Hola, soy Bernabé Mares, Alcor en los foros y Dantes Belmont en Twitter, presentando a Team La Garra del Tigre Router, Timothy, Solo la Historia, Holly, Gabe, Luis Miguel Patillo. ¡Paz!
Oh, yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. You know what it is. It's them kids and wives and 9 to 5s, but we are still married to the games. 085. Thank you guys for being here. It's your boy, Gabe Patillo, with Tim Router and Timothy Hall, of course. And as always, we are talking games and life and games. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are freaking awesome. All our listeners out there, podcast land, you guys are awesome. We've had a good week with you guys. The Trophy Wars started up. Today, actually, the day we're recording this, is the first day of the Trophy Wars. And we're super excited to do that and be a part of that with you guys. And you guys came out in number, man. And we thought it was going to be a way smaller group, but it ended up being like a nice little group. So we're excited about it. First one out. We'll do it again sometime, and we'll do one for the Xbox guys. Anyway, before we dive too deep into that, the sleepy Tim Router. How are you doing?
I've been better.
We are on the 85th episode of this show, and I think this is the first time we've heard Router like get on the call and be like,
Yeah.
Well, I know it's because I just went to bed 2 hours ago, so it's stupid computer trouble. Poor Lauren, she has a deadline due this today, I think, and all I wanted to do was have faster internet speeds. I had noticed that her router, I think, is a little bit older at the store, and so I called Comcast and scheduled a tech to come out and just take a look at it yesterday, not thinking anything of it. I had done this like 2 days ago. So the guy comes, he's like, yeah, I mean, I put in a new line for you because the old line didn't look very good and it was spliced up and whatever. I'm like, okay, great. And then he swapped out to a newer model router and it seemed to be working great. So he leaves and then Lauren's printer doesn't work for some reason. And her printer, it's this big, it's one of those huge printers that you use for like printing posters and that kind of stuff. Yeah. I mean,
that printer looks ridiculous.
We call it Goliath. The thing is a beast and it weighs a ton.
Yeah.
So we have that printer that it connects through our wireless router, not the Comcast cable modem. It connects to our wireless router, and it's actually an Ethernet cable that goes across the room and over to it. And apparently that stopped working. So the printer, which is what my wife needs to use to print off all of her custom stuff, and she's doing custom wrapping paper for this company, and they're doing this big whatever, and she has to wrap all these gifts from this company, and everything has to happen by today.
Of course.
So the printer wasn't working. So I'm like, okay. So 3 hours later, I ended up calling Epson. By the way, Epson has amazing technical support. Like you just call. I only waited like a minute and then somebody was on and it's like, oh, okay, let's do this, and this, and boom. It was pretty much done.
Huh.
So that happens and then it's still being weird and it's still not printing correctly. So I ended up calling Epson back and they're like, oh, okay, well, let's reset your printing system, which wipes out all of the printers on the Mac. And with that are all of the presets that my wife has for all of the different cards and everything, all of the different printer presets. And I'm like, oh, shnikey.
You're kidding me.
No. So I'm like, okay, it's okay. We'll just use we'll use Time Machine and we'll back it up and make it happen. No, that didn't really help out either because in the middle of the restoration, it did something weird and it said it couldn't finish it. Which then, which then means that her computer isn't fully, because I restored her entire user folder. So because that didn't complete all the way. Half of her preferences were missing, which means her computer was like all kinds of jacked up. And so I'm like,
oh my gosh.
I'm like, all right,
boy.
well, now I have to, start from the disk and what have you. So I put the disk in and, do the usual hold down C to see if it'll boot up. And I get the gray screen of death.
No.
This started at noon. So at 7:15 in the evening, I went to Apple.
Oh boy.
And the good thing was that the hard drive was fine, motherboard was fine, everything was fine. It was just because of that restore,
that glitch,
in the restore that just jacked it up.
Oh my gosh.
They have, he said, don't boot from the disk because it's an older disk, and they have all the latest installs anyway that they could just do right there. So he did that, and then I come back and I'm like, okay, this is great. So all I need to do then is do what I was supposed to do and restore before. At this point, it's, I was there in Apple for an hour, and then so I go to my in-laws, and they're like, just get something to eat first before you go back to the store and work on it. I brought the computer over to their house, and I start restoring everything while we're eating. And the same thing sort of kind of happens in that it doesn't completely restore. So at this point, I'm like, I don't know what's going on. So I'm like, all right, screw this. I'm going back to the store. I'll plug everything back in. It turns out that I was trying to override a bunch of the stuff that was already functioning and working at that time. So I restored it, and Time Machine allows you to do this. You can restore files, but then you can create like a new directory out of that directory, and you can dump all the files there. So that's what I did, and it took me 30 minutes, and then we were back up and running. And then she needed this wrapping paper printed out, and she needed like another 12 more because she has to print the wrapping paper and then wrap these gifts. So
oh my gosh.
I just waited, and the printer, when it comes to printing wrapping paper, it usually takes 4 to 5 minutes per page to do. For some reason, it was taking 8 or 9 minutes to do. I had 12 more to do, so I just stayed at the store. Lauren was with Piper, and lo and behold, like 3:30 came around, and then I'm like, all right, I got to go home. I got those sheets printed, everything's back up, and now I'm exhausted.
Well, you started from the bottom, now you're here.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. So, needless to say, that was just yesterday. So,
oh my gosh.
Other than that,
you guys and computers, boy.
Man, and I love computers, and I'm usually pretty good at them. And this time, and
it's never your computer that acts up. That's
seriously,
funny.
I know, but man, it's thank God for Time Machine though, because we back up all of our computers. She backs hers up at the store. She's got 2 that she backs up there, and one operates her POS system, and then I have one too, and it's just thank God for that. It makes life a little bit easier. However, it
sounded like it was being a POS system.
Yes. So it was just one of those things. All that to say,
golly.
Other than that, still hitting Second Son up. I'm not as far as I'd really like to be. I'd really like to be almost done with it so I can go back and do the bad campaign.
Did you get to the part where you fixed the printer yet?
Yes, that I finished.
And I bet you'd be pretty good at that now.
I used one of my missiles to blow.
Spoiler alert!
I used one of my missiles to blow it up, actually. It's still such an amazing game, and I love it. And I have been playing The Mess, and I got to play a lot last night, and waiting for a lot of this stuff to happen. A lot of that 2048 iOS game that I was telling you about.
Yeah, I started playing that too.
I got Lauren hooked on it to the point where we're in bed, Piper's asleep, we're in bed, and we're playing it for like 30 minutes, and all you hear is, oh man, because you have to start over. That game is, I don't know what it is, but it's just a lot of fun.
It is.
That's awesome.
You need to log into the Game Center thing so you can get on the leaderboard with those. Me and Gabe are on there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it logs me in, but I didn't see I'm like leaderboard, schmeaderboard. I just want to beat my personal record anyway, and you just get obsessed with it. So it's just pretty.
That's right. Leaderboard, schmeaderboard.
Right. So yeah, that's my life in a nutshell. Other than that, everything's going really well, works good, and just keeping me busy, and I just want to get back to gaming. I still have some Mario Kart stuff I want to knock out. Gabe, since our last Mario Kart meeting, like I I have one more cup to do on the 50 cc's to get back to 3 stars. And it's the same one that we were having trouble with one time. It was the shell cup.
What the heck?
Like, and I was like almost flawless on it, and it still gave me 2 stars. So I don't know what's up with it. But
I don't know what the deal is with that.
It's ridiculous. So that's Router's life in a nutshell. Sorry if I sound all bleh.
You're fine. You're fine.
Thank you, sir. There it is.
Oh my gosh, so much crap at work and so many deadlines makes me not want to work.
Oh, I hate that.
No. Yeah, like stuff's going on with my car, so that's been fun.
No.
The wipers don't work. I can't figure out what's wrong with them.
We are just beat.
And it's been pouring down rain.
I know.
That's
exactly why I mention it.
Oh my gosh.
But I mean, that car, like the thing is like I wanted to get. I mean, we were going to go get a new car, but we can't until after this loan stuff is done. I mean, they specifically tell you can't get anything before then.
Yeah, don't even bother. Yeah.
So, just waiting on this house stuff to be done, and then I'm gonna get rid of that car. Like it just crossed over 200,000 miles, so now like the bright stopped working, the sunroof stopped working.
In the middle of a rainstorm,
the wipers are gonna stop, or the wipers did stop working. I don't know.
Only
if they're
one of them works.
Fixed. No, neither of them work. So, I think it's honestly, I think it's like the control adjustment that you use to turn it on and off. But I mean, that car is so old, and it's just I don't want to. After we get it home, I don't want to drive that car anymore. So that's
right.
all I got to say.
You can take it out back.
Yeah, exactly. I want to take it out back and drive it off.
Put her on down. Oh my gosh! Well, whose end of the movie was that? Laverne and Shirley. I mean,
Laverne and Shirley.
Not in Laverne and Shirley. It was a different one. It's another 2 girls' names.
Are you sure?
Router, do you remember? It's a movie where these 2 women drive off the cliff at the end.
Thelma and Louise.
Thelma and Louise.
Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen that,
they did it in Wayne's World
20 years
as well. Everybody knows Wayne's World. Come on.
That's right.
Oh man. I barely remember that movie at all, if at all. I guess is what you say. So you've been gaming?
Yes. Last night I finished Burial at Sea episode 2. I just made myself get through to the end of it.
Oh, sweet.
It's longer than you think. Like episode 1 was like maybe 2 hours, and episode 2's like I think somewhere around 4 hours.
Wow.
So maybe more. And it kind of depends on how much of it that you want to do too. I will say that Burial at Sea episode 1 was more kind of attached to Infinite, whereas episode 2, if you've played the first game, I don't want to say it's like a big payoff, but there's a decent payoff at the end of Burial at Sea episode 2 if you've played BioShock 1.
Would I need to have played BioShock 1 all the way through?
Probably not.
I played probably 30% of it.
Well, with BioShock
30
1,
to 40.
they kind of pull back the veil a little bit and show you some of the story about halfway through.
Right.
I think you would still have played through most of the game to understand why it's important. I guess.
I do not know why I don't like that game. I think it's because I'm a big scaredy cat. That's what I'm like. That's what I'm just guessing. Like, and the people aren't even that scary, but just like everything was just so carnival and ugh.
Yeah, I mean it's a little creepy. I think that's what they were going for.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Yeah. But see, Burial at Sea episode 2 is kind of a return to that. So it's basically a lot like the first game, but much improved. It's almost kind of like a mini version of the first game, just the story's different.
Gotcha.
And it's pretty cool, but once you get to the end of it, you'll again be a little bit confused. So I've still got to go kind of like do a little recap and kind of trace all the steps again.
You're like, okay, what now?
Yeah, it's a lot like when you beat any of those games. I mean, stuff just kind of starts to unravel in your head, and you're just like, "What's going on here?" So
right. Why am I scared?
So I can say I've played the entire series except for 2.
Oh, that's right. So you've played 2 of the games.
I played.
Just kidding.
Well, yeah, I guess it is true. I played, 1 and Infinite and the DLC. So
yeah, that's awesome. Is the DLC standalone, or you have to have the Infinite game in there?
You have to have Infinite, but I mean, if you have PS Plus, you downloaded that. What was it, last month or the month before?
Yeah, I did.
There you go.
You're exactly right about that. Sweet.
I mean, I was going to buy that game because I played through and beat it on 360, and I was just going to buy it to get the DLC. And then, like I said, it came free to PS Plus, and I was like, well, all I'm going to play is the DLC anyway. So downloaded it on PS Plus and then bought the DLC and played it through. So,
you know, it's weird. That's one of those strange games that if they brought it over to PS4, I might be tempted to play it over again.
I mean, I can't, like, with
and I'm not all about that.
Well, with all these rumors about like remasterings, I can't see why they wouldn't do it.
It just looked so good.
It really did.
It's such an awesome game.
Beautiful.
Gosh.
Yeah, it was beautiful. We all slept on that one until who was the first one to play it?
Me.
It was you, right? And then you were
Redbox.
That's right. And you were like, you have to play this game.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, it was good.
So good.
All right, Mr. Patillo, where are you?
I am in Austin, Texas.
Awesome.
At the something 360, some kind of venue. It's awesome.
Xbox 360.
At the Xbox 360?
I'm at the Xbox 360 in Austin, Texas. And
it's got
like
the red ring of death.
That's right.
it's a racetrack. And so that's kind of cool. Like just seeing people, they had an AMG, AMGs like Benz's, Mercedes-Benz AMG. Anyway, they're awesome cars. And they had a class yesterday, like the next, I guess yesterday, the day before yesterday and today, I think they're doing like a 3-day course where you get to like pay thousands of dollars and you come out on the racetrack and just drive the crap out of a Mercedes-Benz AMG. I mean,
that's so cool.
I mean, the AMGs are so, I mean, if you just Google AMG, they are so sick. They are such sick cars. And so you hear them coming around the corner like, I mean, they're like getting down. And so we're
awesome.
just standing at the fence drooling onto my shoes because I used to really be a car guy. And then that's kind of, I used to street race and everything like that. And that's just kind of fallen by the wayside. Now that I'm a responsible adult,
yeah,
and I'm a father and a husband.
I knew there was a reason you watched those Fast and the Furious movies.
Yeah, that's why he loves them.
Yeah, exactly. That's why, yep. I was like, gosh, why do I have to use Tyrese? I could have done this movie. Oh, that's right. He's tall and good looking. So today is the beginning of the Skillet Toby Mac Lecrae tour here in Austin, Texas. So I'm excited to be a part of this and see how it goes. I beat Second Son since we talked last.
Yeah.
On my good playthrough, and I'll probably go back and play through it Evil as well after this tour's over.
Isn't that hard to do, though? We all agreed that it was hard to play Evil, right?
Yeah, I've never played Evil before.
Uh-oh.
So it's going to be against everything.
I know. I think what you have to do is you just have to drop all of your...
Yeah, I got to not care.
Yeah, you just have to go in and be like, screw everybody, I'm going in.
Yeah, exactly. The harder part is going to be like watching the conversations between Delson and his brother.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how much that's going to change, but if he's like, why are you being such a jerk? I'd be like, I don't know. Because I want the platinum.
Nice.
Well, you know what? There's your excuse for everything. So in your head,
exactly.
as you're headshotting people, just be like, I just want the platinum.
Exactly.
That's all I want. Oh, that's amazing.
And then, let's see, what else? Got almost all of our kitchen, like the countertops. The cabinets painted. We haven't done the island yet, but the cabinets are done and painted.
Sweet Lord, it looks good, man.
Thanks, buddy.
You guys said you got a different island too, right? Are you built onto it?
No, we're gonna like, I think we're gonna add like, I don't know, like wainscoting or molding to it to make it look a little bit, snazzier, and then paint it, and then I think we're gonna try the concrete top.
Oh,
that's right. Make our own top.
That's awesome.
And so Wednesday, next Wednesday, the countertops come, and it should be an exciting time. What else? We're giving away.
Do that conga.
Exactly.
As they're bringing them in.
I'll be like, whoa. And then we're giving away Call of Duty Ghost for the PS4 today. So that's fun. And you know what else is fun? I'm watching the playoffs yesterday. And if you guys remember, Brandon Scott from The Last of Us introed the show last week. And I'm watching the playoffs, and a Coca-Cola commercial comes on, and he's totally on that Joker. I was like, awesome. Snap, that's Brandon Scott. And so I'm freaking out. Everybody's looking at me on the bus. I was like, I know him. Like how Elf was with Santa. Yeah. I know him. Yeah. It's so, and obviously I don't know him really good or anything like that, but we have had him on the show, and he's introed the show, and he's a really nice guy. So, and I know this is just from emailing back and forth with him, I know this is like pilot season, and he's been going on a lot of auditions. So it was nice to see him land something and be like, That's great. Snap, we know that guy.
That's Henry.
That's Henry from The Last of Us. So yeah, that's been it, man. Router.
That's great, man.
You want to do this thing?
I guess if we have to. I mean, of course. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
All right. We've got new releases for this week. Not a ton of stuff going on right now, but Daylight is coming out for the PC and PS4, which is a psychological horror game where you wake up in an abandoned hospital with only your cell phone for illumination. And
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
And you must explore the institution's dark criminal past as you attempt to escape. So... that is a game that Gabe will not be playing.
I sure won't be playing it. You're exactly right about that.
Yeah, exactly. That's a game Gabe will be streaming.
It would be hilarious if Gabe will be streaming that Joker.
Oh,
and
my gosh.
Can all watch
in the middle
him
of
cry.
the night.
Yep. That would be awesome.
I go walking in my sleep, and I will not be playing that game. I guess maybe once. I think like every once in a while, like how I did with Outlast, like I'm obviously not going to like finish Outlast, but I did probably pour a good like hour, the first hour into it and streamed it. So maybe like I'll do the same kind of thing. Like if these games come around and if Redbox ever goes next gen, I can at least play the beginning of it and people can see.
It's supposed to be already next gen, I think.
Yeah, isn't it supposed to be
in certain markets? Certain markets, maybe.
It's supposed to be in our market.
I haven't seen it yet.
No.
I saw it pop up, and I brought it up on the podcast, and then it went away. So I don't know what that means. But
well, speaking of Outlast, this episode is sponsored by Depends. Guard your manhood.
Oh, that's good. So
I
anyway,
think Depends tagline should be "Go ahead and go."
Just
Depends.
Awesome.
Go ahead and go.
Go. Just let it all out.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's
Depends.
awesome.
Nobody will know.
Oh, that's good, man. I like that.
Or it should be like depends. Don't let that smirk on your face give you away.
Yeah, right. Depends. Is it number 1 or number 2? Oh, Lord.
Depends. Let it all out.
I love
Depends. Everybody else is freezing, but you're warm inside.
Oh, here we go.
Boy.
We're going down that rabbit hole.
Sorry.
Oh, that's awesome.
So much potty humor.
That's right.
Can't stand it anymore.
Don't we love it? Don't we love it? All right. Anyway, so Daylight's coming out this week. We also have the Amazing Spider-Man 2, the video game for the PS4, PS3, 360, Wii U, and so much more. And I'm assuming Xbone is in there too. They just forgot to.
No, remember that story
That's
from last
the problem.
week?
Oh, right. Never mind.
Well, actually, this kind of tags into one of the small stories. It showed up on the Xbox One store, and people have actually downloaded and played it.
Yeah, and Major Nelson tweeted it. So,
okay.
And it's like, yeah, that's really odd.
Well, Larry
that's happening.
tweeted it, but
it's still it's not going to be on shelves either. So that's
wait,
weird.
What?
Yeah, supposedly it's not coming to retail until July 1st.
So it's out or it's not out?
It's out like on the Xbox One like digital store, but apparently it's not coming brick and mortar until July.
Huh.
That's so jacked up.
Very weird.
And then the only other game is Child of Light for the PC, Xbox One, 360, PS4, and PS3. It's a digital download 2D side-scrolling role-playing game.
I've seen a lot about that. I feel like.
So those are your main new releases for this week.
Sweet.
It's going to be slow, I think, for a little bit until toward the end of May, and then it's going to start ramping up. Let's go into some top-selling games, shall we? For the week ending April 19th, U.S. brick and mortar chart. Here we go. Number 10, MLB The Show for the PS3. Number 9, 2014 FIFA World Cup Brazil for the Xbox 360.
Word.
Number 8, Conception 2, Children of the Seven Stars.
Hey, is Brazil getting the World Cup and the Olympics?
Yes.
Whoa.
Wow.
They get the World Cup this year, Olympics 2016.
Good on you, Paulo.
Yep.
Yeah, have fun, buddy. Him and Lucas Ham Swisher gonna be down like, ole, ole, ole.
That's right. They're gonna be all carnivaled up. Oh, that'd be awesome. Anyway, so what I say, number 8, Conception 2, Children of the Seven Stars. That's a 3DS game debuting at number 8.
Sweet.
That sounds like that would be an RPG. I haven't heard anything about this game, though.
Yeah, I haven't either. 7, Call of Duty Ghosts for the 360. Number 6, Infamous Second Son for the PS4.
Nice, hanging in there.
That's right. Number 5, Minecraft for the 360.
That is crazy.
I know. I really wish Infamous and Minecraft were switched, but
how on earth? What are they doing in that game? What are you guys doing in that game?
I don't know. It's
besides
like
building Denmark or whatever that freak was.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh my gosh! Why?
I swear that is one game I will never understand.
And it's for the 360. I mean, just continually.
Yeah.
All right. I'm old. I'm fine with that.
They've sold 15 million copies on PC.
Yeah, it's.
I know. Insane. I hear that. Oh my gosh.
The 360 units are already 2.3 million right now.
No, it's got to be way more than that.
Is that? Nah, yeah. That sounds low.
Well, keep in mind this is all brick. This is brick and mortar. This is.
It's
been on the. It's been on the charts for 46 weeks.
That's awesome.
So it's insane. Number 4, Conception 2, Children of the Seven Stars for the Vita.
What?
Made its debut.
I need to check that out.
Number 3, Final Fantasy 14: A Realm Reborn for the PS4.
Wow.
Number 2, Titanfall for the Xbox One.
Oh, nice.
Which means number 1,
Titanfall.
Second week in a row, Titanfall for the 360.
Good on you, Titanfall.
Yep.
Do we know if Xbone people can play 360 people?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
That'd be awesome.
That would be pretty amazing.
Of course, the Xbone people would be like, mine looks sharper.
And the 360 people would be like, no, it doesn't. It's still 720p.
Yeah, exactly. They're all like, yeah, no, I'm using the same thing. I've got the same frame rates.
No, but I hear it does look like, I mean, obviously Xbox One looks better, but I hear it still looks pretty incredible on the 360.
I bet it does.
So jealous.
Yeah.
Hall, give us something, buddy.
Well, I think this is like story of the week. E.T. actually came up out of the ground and greeted us all.
He did.
In the form of multiple cartridges that never sold.
Yep.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah. It was E.T. and other games too, right?
Yeah, there were like some other games like in the plastic wrap.
That's
like specifically
crazy.
in a few of these stories I've looked at, like I've seen like Centipede and I think Defender.
Yeah.
What?
I can't remember.
That's crazy. It's
Those
so
are
weird
great
because
games.
everybody, I heard, like when they were unearthing everything, everybody was like, the rumors are true. The rumors are true. I was like, I thought they knew that's where they put them. This was in the 80s. Like, it's not like it was something back in 1873 and they were like, I think it's here.
You did not strike gold, people.
Yeah.
That's exactly where it was, and they dug it up.
You're not Nicolas Cage. This is not National
This
Treasure.
is not National Treasure.
Nice.
There is no map on the back of any of those cartridges. You're good to go. You can use them as a coaster if you want to.
Come on.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's funny.
That's
Here
awesome.
to the wall. I didn't honestly expect that they would find them, but there you go. Because
we got too much. Yeah, we got too much like technology not to find stuff. It seems like
it became
Malaysia
like urban
flight.
legend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Seriously.
yeah. That's true.
Well, you say technology, and then you watch the video, and it's just a crane picking up stuff.
No, I'm
we've
just
had that for
imagining
years.
they would have checked like using some kind of something before.
The sonar or something.
Yeah, going down
Either that,
there.
or they just like found a bunch of old copies of ET and put them on the ground.
Yeah.
They went to the same
So,
flea
okay.
market I did.
Yeah,
So now what? So they've unearthed them. Now what?
that it's done.
Okay.
That's pretty much what they came
what do
out
we
and
do? Use
said.
them
"Nope,
as-
well, they're here."
We using them as coasters or some sort of decorative piece?
I don't know. I don't think they've come out and said what they're going to do with them yet. But like, I mean, some people on our forums were saying like, well, if they like sell them, I'd like them to clear them of radioactive material and kind of just like check them out.
I know
for
that's
me.
right. Yeah,
That
please.
would help.
Yeah.
Or that could be your superpower.
There you
it
go.
could turn into a superpower.
Well, Spider-Man got his from that radioactive spider. You get yours
That's
from your
exactly right.
radioactive copy of ET. I don't see
You
anything
never
wrong
know.
with that.
Yeah,
think
but here's
that
my
you-
problem is like he got it from a radioactive spider from technology that was cutting edge. What are you going to get from a 30-year-old video game?
You're going to get a glowing finger. That's about as much as you're going to get.
Nice. Your wife is like, will you put that away? It is 2 a.m.
or she'll be like, honey, I need to read something. Can I have your finger, please?
Exactly.
Nice.
You have to go sleep with the kids because you're the nightlight now.
Exactly.
You just sit in the middle of the room and put your finger up.
Yep. Just put
Exactly.
your finger up.
I
Just
love
point
my
to the
daddy.
skies.
He's a nightlight.
Oh boy.
I'll be here.
That's
Anywho.
funny.
But yeah, the whole dig was part of the Atari documentary.
Cool.
Which I think they're making for those Xbox originals, the Xbox content.
Oh,
No,
cool.
Crazy thing, like when I saw the title, I got a little bummed. Atari Game Over.
That's the title of the documentary?
That's the title of the documentary.
It should just be called Atari Wah Wah.
Well, let me take that back.
sounds
It's
just
the
as-
working
just as
title.
rude.
Atari, Game Over?
Yes.
Oh, man, that's awful.
It's
That's
pretty
horrible.
terrible.
They need to change that. Why don't they just leave it at Atari?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really what they should do. Just be Atari.
Yeah, or
Kind of
something.
like Rocky Balboa. Just make it Atari.
Yeah.
Or just add a question mark and go Atari? I mean,
Nice.
that makes just about as much
Or they could
sense.
change the title to "We Found Him, Guys."
We found him, guys.
We found them, guys.
I mean, think about that
Oh.
story. Like that's been like passed around for years and years and years. Like that story was, I think, pre-internet. You know, like
Oh, yeah,
people
sure.
talking about that stuff. So like, it's just it seemed like it had become lore just after all these people were talking about it. So
Yeah, that's great. Well, I'm glad they found him to not do anything with him.
yeah,
Right.
exactly. Okay, well, we spent thousands and thousands of dollars digging these things up. Hope it was worth it.
Yeah,
Now I can go on eBay for 99 cents each.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
right.
Nintendo released their E3 plans, and they're not doing a press conference again this year. Opting out for a digital event. And I hate this idea. Only because, like, maybe because I've been to E3 or because I've been watching E3 on my computer for the last 15 years or whatever. And, like, every year I look so forward to the conferences.
Oh, yeah.
And so for Nintendo, and I feel like, I don't know, it just feels like, to me, it makes it look like Nintendo's like, you know what, guys, we don't really have anything for you. Like, or we're not excited about what we have for you, which I know isn't like true. Right. It does. I know that's not the truth. Like, I know they're very excited about their year, hopefully. Like, you know, if anybody's going to be excited, it needs to be them. And so I feel like, gosh, why not just, you're Nintendo, you got plenty of money, just do a freaking big press conference, get other people excited, get the energy in the room, prove people wrong. You know, I think there's so many good things that go along with a press conference. And just from the fact of how much people talk about it afterwards.
I mean, look what happened to Sony, man. Sony rejuvenated themselves. They reinvented themselves by having one press conference.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what everybody was talking about.
And making good decisions.
The next months. And making great decisions.
Well, do you think that Nintendo maybe feels like they don't have anything that's going to do that for them?
I know, but even if you don't think you do it anyway.
Yeah,
because I don't want you to think
you're going to isolate
you,
yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Because I want you to. I want to believe that you think that you're still awesome.
Yes.
And then talk me into believing that you're still awesome. Because you are still awesome, Nintendo. Don't give up on me. You're my boy, Blue.
I agree. Yeah, I think they're really alienating themselves, and the perception to the common gamer is, well, Nintendo's just got nothing for us again. So that's gonna, like, they keep this up, that's just gonna keep sticking with people, and they're not gonna be selling any more Wii U's at all. Now, clearly, that's not going to be the case come May 30th, but you know,
that's right, Jack.
I'm just saying, like, they're not helping themselves. Like, the public perception of Nintendo right now is, oh, poor guys. That's really what it is. And it's
so much so that I honestly have a feeling that even when Mario Kart does come out, I still don't think the sales are going to be that great. I'm going to be honest.
I don't know. I go back and forth.
Like, I think the game will sell to just about everyone that owns one, but I don't know how many systems it'll sell.
Yeah. I'm with you actually on that. I think that it could be a hard sell.
But we'll soon find out.
Yeah, so the conference will be on Tuesday, June 10th, 9 p.m. Pacific time. So that's going to start getting late for people our way. But speaking of Mario Kart, they want you to buy Mario Kart 8. They want you to buy Mario Kart 8 so bad that they're going to throw in a free game if you're one of the early adopters. And I'll be doing this. For those who buy Mario Kart 8 and register it on Club Nintendo before July 31st, so you get like a whole month, we'll be able to get one of 4 free games.
July 31st, is that 2 months?
Oh, that's 2 months. Yeah, that's right. July 31st, that's 2 months. So you'll get to choose from Pikmin 3, which people love Pikmin. Super Mario Brothers U, won't be choosing that one.
Nope.
Wii Party U, or Wind Waker HD.
Oh,
that one I was like,
okay.
I could maybe get down on that. And then, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just agreeing with you. Go right ahead.
And then obviously, like we said, there's a bundle that's going to be coming out. And it's priced at $329.99. Mario Kart 8 with the Wii U. I don't know why that felt steep to me. That feels a little expensive.
Man, they couldn't get it at $299. I mean, that's what the Wii U is now, isn't it?
So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Like, I bought my Wii U for $219.
Yeah.
With the whatever they're called.
Oh, you had Skylander Swap Force.
Skylander Swap Force. And so I'm like, man, I'm excited about Mario Kart 8 and everything, but man, back to everything being full price. Isn't that above full price?
It is.
Yeah.
I think they have a little bit too much confidence in how that's going to sell consoles.
Man,
I mean, look at Titanfall. Like, Titanfall was a big deal for Xbox One, and it's still, I don't think, like, in that month that Titanfall came out, I think Sony still sold more PS4s.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And that was like, that was like the game to sell the system. Plus, they discounted the system to get you to buy it.
I was about to say they threw it in there for free. Yeah.
So they did everything.
Yeah, they went down to $450 with the game in there.
And like I said, Sony still sold more PS4s that month.
Yeah, but it's also a testament to how many 360s are out there, because we're already seeing the 360s is outselling the Xbox One copies of Titanfall by almost double. So it's like,
that is true.
What's the incentive there to upgrade to an Xbox One and drop $400?
Well, they're outselling them. They're outselling them now, not outselling them. In the big numbers.
Right.
Well, yeah, but they beat them out. Launch week of the 360 version of Titanfall just creamed the Xbox One version.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we said it was the other way around.
Yeah, I thought we reversed that. They almost did $1 million in the Xbox One.
Oh, they did?
Versus a 360.
Yeah, on the first week.
They did.
Yeah.
Oh, in the first week. Oh, okay.
But you're still onto something in that you're going to bundle the Wii U with Mario Kart, and for $329, the incentive now is going to be like, well, for another $80, I'll just get a PS4.
Just thinking that.
Boom.
Yeah.
So,
that's if the PS4 don't go on sale this summer for some strange reason, which I don't think it will, but it could.
I doubt it.
I doubt it. I think it's still too fresh. But yeah, I think Sony's going, thank you, because that's just going to be one additional incentive. Well,
that's what I'm thinking. If I'm a gamer and I'm like, have been saving up my change, and I'm like, ooh, man, yeah, that $80, boy, don't seem like that far of a jump from $330 to,
I'll pick up an extra
really
shift.
$70. Yeah. I mean, from $330 to $400, you're like, shoot, man. And the catalog on the PS4 is going to be on and popping. And when this freaking, what do you call it? Sony, PlayStation, when this PlayStation Now thing jumps off, it's going to be crazy.
What I was thinking is, people are going to, people's perception is going to be, well, Nintendo is a different kind of system. It's a different type of game. So people will still buy this. That won't make them want to get the PS4. But I think about those kids that, like, their parents are looking for a system, and then they see the availability of games on all the systems, which I guess, would Wii U have the most right about now? I
think so, man. I mean,
it's got way more than PlayStation 4. The Xbox One.
That would be a seller, for instance, for the Wii U. But
also be a seller is all those games that aren't mature in content.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. It is, like I said, it is a family system. So I'm very curious to see if the families are going to come out and support it.
I just don't think it's going to be as good as they think. I mean, Mario Kart's fun, but like, to me, like, if I were buying the console, it would be because there's more games now. Like, I don't even think I'd consider buying that bundle. I would wait until I see a deal like Gabe got, and then I just go buy those games that I want.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, there's only a few games on the Wii U that I really want to play and can play with other people as well. Or I could spend the additional $80 and get all these. Well, I will be getting all these great games. That I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know if this is a good deal.
It's not a good deal. That's the end of that. I mean, because it's like almost everything's full price. Like, how can it be a good deal if it's full price?
Exactly.
And I know it's not quite full price, or it'd be like $360. I get that you're getting $30, but come on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're really using Mario Kart to sell their system, and I get it. That makes perfect sense. But man, at least come down a little bit. I think if they could get to the $299 mark with the bundle, that would be huge. They would probably end up making more money in volume than they would, than raising the price. But hey, I don't know.
Nintendo, if you're listening, it's not too late.
Yeah,
$299, Jack. $299. You have a month. Let's get this thing.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, I still don't know if $299 would do it because you got to think.
Yeah, but it looks way better.
It looks better for sure. Like $329. That's all I'm saying. Like, why is that extra $29 on there? It was like when I bought the iPad Mini. I was like, why is it an extra $29? That's dumb. But like with the Wii U, the problem I think that they have is that they're priced too competitively or they're priced too close to the other systems. I mean, like you guys had mentioned at the start, because when you think about when the Wii launched, the PS3 was $599, the Xbox 360 I think was $399, and then the Wii was $249. It was a no brainer at that point.
It wasn't even close,
yeah. But they shouldn't be pricing themselves too close to the other systems just at this time.
To me, that's dangerously close.
Yeah, exactly.
But we'll just have to see. I mean, I go back and forth because I'm at Target the other day and there's a family and the dad was like, "Oh, guys, don't forget Mario Kart 8's coming out," because the trailer was up on Wii U, and he was with his little daughter and his wife, and like maybe that's a family night and maybe that's what they're pushing on this, and it could happen, but to me that's a little steep.
Yeah, I agree. Hall, give us something else.
So a Chilean retailer has listed Mass Effect Trilogy for Xbox One and PS4 with box art.
I know. Oh my gosh. That's incredible.
That's pretty nuts. I mean, we kind of, predicted that, and all of a sudden it's coming to fruition.
Wow.
And people are getting kind of up in arms about these remasterings or rebundlings or whatever you want to call them, but I'm not mad at this at all.
You ain't mad at that.
No, like if you played Mass Effect 2 and 3 on the consoles, like on the last gen consoles, PS3 and Xbox 360, I mean, they don't play very well. And a lot of the action sequences, like, they play fine, but there's so many other scenes where it's real jittery, and you can tell, especially in Mass Effect 2. I mean, it's just like bringing the Telltale games to Xbox One and PS4. Like, as long as they can improve the performance, I ain't mad at that at all.
Well, and it's like we live in the freaking remaster, reboot world right now. I mean, the 25th Spider-Man is coming out, next week or whenever.
Then the second Godzilla?
The second reboot of a Godzilla.
The second reboot of Godzilla.
You know what I'm saying? This is the second reboot of Spider-Man. We've already gone through a reboot of Batman. Like, this is just par for the course. That's what they're going to keep doing. They're going to keep doing it because they're going to keep making money doing it. And they'll stop doing it when you stop buying the stuff.
Yeah. That's never going to happen.
But as for me in my house, if I haven't played it, I'm buying it. Like this Last of Us thing, if any of my buddy that lives down the street from me, he had a 360. Now he's got a PS4. He never played Last of Us. I'm going to be pushing that on him like a beast. He's going to college. He ain't going to have nothing else to do.
There you go.
He needs to be playing Last of Us. It's going to be awesome. Speaking of the Telltale reboots, Game of Thrones. Their writer, the writer of Game of Thrones, George R.R. Martin's going to be helping out. Wow. Oh, no, he's not. His personal assistant is going to be helping out.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that's like just throwing them a bone, isn't it? It's like, oh, yeah, I'll give you something, but here, I'm going to give you my minion to do it for me.
The guy's name's Ty Corey Frank is what I'm guessing, or Frank. His last name is Franck. I'm calling him Frank. So he's a personal assistant. So coming from a personal assistant, because I was Toby's personal assistant for like 6 years, and I still do it for me out here on the road. It is like you can see how being that close would help somebody know the heart of somebody, but it's still not like having the guy. You know what I'm saying? I could help you with something that I think Toby could help you with, but it's not like having Toby, obviously. But maybe Mr. Martin's too close to the story to really be of any help.
That could be. I appreciate the fact that he's like, here you go. We got a video game coming out. This is your chance. Give it a shot.
Yeah, I don't even know if that's it, or if they couldn't get it, if he said no, and the other guy's like, I'll do it.
Well,
how hard can it be?
He's his assistant too, so he's probably making like almost no money doing this for these guys. Oh boy.
Yeah, you never know.
They're
so
like
hopefully,
paying
I
him
think
in
the guys
McDonald's or something. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Telltale's Games of Thrones brought to you by McDonald's. Go stab somebody. Have a red wedding.
Nice.
That
is a great show.
I've never seen it, but I hear it's awesome.
It's brutal, but holy cow, I'm
so good.
Hooked on it. I watch it now that season 4 is out. I wait until I go get my allergy shots so I can watch it peacefully while I'm getting my shots. It's good. HBO Go is a great thing. So yeah, I watch it then, and I'll be in the shot office, and you'll hear me go, "Oh, that just didn't happen."
And they're like, "Oh, they stabbed him in the wrong place again."
Yeah,
yeah. But if there's the funny thing is, then if there's some racy scenes, I'm kind of leaning back. Or I always try and get in the corner somewhere, so I'm not that creepy guy with an iPad watching something that I shouldn't be watching.
Got it lowered to your chest, or your shirt's all lit up.
No, I pull it back. I lean back, and I just pull it back and kind of angle it.
That is really funny.
I'm not creepy at all. This scene will pass shortly. Just don't mind me,
dude. That totally happened to me on an airplane once. My buddy was like, dude, you've got to watch this show. It's called The Wire. And I was like, okay, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd watched, I don't know, 2 episodes. So I'm on the plane, and I don't even know where we're going, but I'm sitting next to the only child on the plane.
You are.
I think we were headed to Vegas, actually. There's a little girl sitting next to me. She's probably 12 or 13 years old. I'm watching The Wire and totally fall asleep. And next thing I know, my boys are sitting behind me, and they start hitting me on the head and on the shoulder. And I'm like, what? And they're like, dude, what are you doing? And I was like, what? I was like, I'm asleep. What happened? And they're like, there was totally a strip club scene on your iPad. I got this poor 12-year-old girl sitting next to me. I felt terrible.
Traumatized.
Yeah, because I hadn't seen the show enough to even know that, anything like that was coming. And so that was embarrassing.
That's great.
Oh, Lord.
I felt like an awful human.
Thank God that hasn't happened to me, but
that girl probably wrote a blog.
Could.
She's like, I was sitting next to Darius Rucker on the plane, and
he was watching porn.
He was watching some questionable stuff.
Oh, that's funny.
That's good.
Another. Sorry. Moving on. We lost Bob Hoskins this week.
Yeah.
Bob Hoskins, if you don't know him by name, he's probably most known for Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yep.
The detective in that movie. But he also played Mario in the awful movie, The Mario Brothers.
That's right.
And I only feel good saying that because he said it's the worst movie he's ever done. And so he did not shy away from that. But we lost him this week. 71 years old, complications with pneumonia. So that sucks, man. Thoughts and prayers go out to that family. And
everybody should watch Mario Brothers now.
Yeah, let's go. Man. And
do we have to?
Exactly. You can go watch something else. He was just in a movie last year.
No, well, I think he retired in 2012, so they must have brought the movie out last year. No,
I'm sorry. I think it was 2012. What movie was that? Oh, it's gonna come to me after we get off the podcast. You got anything else, Hall?
A working Pip-Boy exists. That's kind of neat.
What?
There was a NASA challenge to build some wearable technology for future space travelers. So
oh wow,
this team, let me get their name here. Team Reno, which is a 5-member team of people that are way smarter than we are. Anyway, they built this.
Speak for yourself, sir. I'm just kidding.
They basically 3D printed this thing you could wear on your arm, just like the Pip-Boy in the game, and it looks to be like an iPod touch screen, and they've made an app for it that's just like kind of the Pip-Boy in the game. It's actually kind of a little better.
That's really cool.
So it's kind of cool.
Okay, excuse my ignorance. What is Pip-Boy?
In the game, like when you hit circle to go to like the menu, you just like look down at your arm. Fallout 3.
Oh.
Did you ever play Fallout 3, Gabe?
No.
There you go.
That's why I had no idea what you were talking about.
There you have it. Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's great,
I just thought
man.
it was cool.
That's really genius.
Other than that,
that's really cool.
So,
I got one big thing, one small thing. Drive Club finally got a release date of October 7th. That was supposed to be a launch title for the PS4, and so almost a year later,
and it's
coming.
It's still going to be free for PS Plus too.
That's what they said.
That's cool.
We'll see if they keep their word. I don't usually buy driving games, but since it's coming,
still won't play it
with PS Plus, I'll probably get it just because they work so hard on it.
I'll download it, drive a car into the wall, and be like, okay, I'm done with that.
Be like, yep, that's exactly what I thought would happen. And then PlayStation's got a big update that's rolling out right now. And it's got a bunch of stuff. And I was just going to touch on a couple things because I thought they were super cool. Introducing Share Factory. This will it'll be put on your home screen after you update, and it allows you to customize gameplay videos with special effects, video commentary with picture-in-picture through the PS camera, customize soundtrack using the included audio tracks or your original music from imported song from a USB drive. You can share it on Facebook or export your videos to an external USB device. I thought that was pretty cool. Automatic pre-download. This is really dope. And it's pushing for digital more, which you can't resell. Some games you pre-order from PS Plus Store, you'll be able to download a couple days before the release date. There will be a countdown timer, and then it'll unlock right when release day happens. So you don't have to
midnight.
You don't have to wait to download or go to the store or anything like that. You'll have downloaded it already, and it'll be ready to go and just be teasing you in the days leading up to the game coming out. The ability to disable the HDCP. This was a huge deal when the PS4 was coming out because you weren't going to be able to record gameplay through an external HDMI device because of the HDCP, but now you'll be able to disable it and use that stuff. So you can do, longer gameplay sessions, things like that, and record them. This is a big deal for me and Router a little bit. Twitch and Ustream archiving for games will be coming for things that you've live streamed. So we can now kind of kick our YouTube channel back up and put some gameplay and stuff on there. You guys can see me scream while playing Daylight, or I wish it was archived when I played whatever that other stupid game was. Outlast. The other mental institution hospital game that came out.
Exactly.
With somebody running around with just a flashlight or something else.
Yeah, and no gun.
Why? Why would you go there with no gun? Light bar settings. They talked about this. You'll be able to change the brightness on your DualShock 4.
I appreciate that.
You know what's funny? I appreciate it only a little bit, only because I never see the light bar when I'm playing.
Well, I am at 5 o'clock in the morning, and it's like, you're awake.
That's true.
Yeah,
Good point.
It would be nice. It would be nice to dim that down a little bit. It doesn't really bother me that much once the TV comes on. But man, as soon as you hit that DualShock and it's just bing, I was like, "Good morning." There you go.
Good morning.
Side note: BreadFan35, Chris McCracken on Twitter. I don't know if you guys saw the before and after pictures I did of my DualShock 4.
He's awesome.
He made us little stickers that go on the DualShock 4 light bar, which say MTTG and have our logo on there.
And they
love it.
Awesome.
It's amazing.
And, of course, I didn't write down. He was like, I don't want any praise. Give all the praise to the guy that did it. And I didn't write it down because I'm out of town.
Oh.
But I'll give him some love next week.
There you go.
Sorry, Chris. But that's awesome. And he gave us a little extra, so we'll be able to divvy them out. And I think he's getting extras. So we'll see how that goes.
That's awesome.
And then there's going to be more voice commands for the PS camera, PlayStation camera. Not that I care about that because I'm not trying to be upstairs.
It'd be funny if you were like Xbox on and it turned on.
That's good.
Like, I'm not the Xbox, you little so-and-so. So hopefully that is cool for people. Whew. I'm done. I'm spent.
There it is.
You done, Hall?
Yep.
Well, you guys know where to find us. Facebook.com/married to the games, Twitter.com/MTTGcast. Come talk with us. Tell your friends about us. We want to grow this community. This community is so freaking awesome. I think we have an incredible foundation on which to grow on. The trophy wars are going to be on and popping, so people are going to be gaming their tails off this month. I'm so happy about that. They're going to be cleaning up their piles of shame. It's going to be awesome.
And we promise we'll do something for Xbox people. Maybe we should do something for them in June.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Or
like
July.
That.
Let's do it after E3 just in case something pops off and we get giveaways or something. Which we don't know if we're going to be at E3 or not. We're hoping. We don't know.
Yeah,
we'll
it would
see.
be nice.
Yeah, stay tuned. We're also giving away Call of Duty Ghost for the PS4. And the winner is Kenny G Money at Daddy Darkside on Twitter.
Nice.
So Kenny, hit us up, man. Gabe at marriedtothegames.com or mailbag at marriedtothegames.com, and I will mail that when I get back in town. Thank you for
Congratulations.
Retweeting. And that, of course, is brought to you by The Score Online. They are awesome. They're our local game store, independently owned. And the guy over there, Zach, is awesome. He's been a huge contributor to the show when it comes to giveaways. Check them out at thescoreonline.com or at scoreonline on Twitter. We ask you guys a question every week. Last week, we asked you guys, do you ever find yourself talking video games to somebody who could really give a crap? And we got a lot of wife talk.
No, I'm sure.
Starting with the forum friggin' nutcase who always comes with something funny. He says, definitely the wife, and usually she follows up by talking about some stupid recipe from Pinterest.
Nice. See, it goes both ways, man.
Yeah,
Touché.
yeah, that's awesome. Drew over at the forum said, all the time at work, I usually find it gets people to leave me alone.
Nice.
J-Man109 from the forum says, I go to journalism school, and I'm the only person who wants to be a video game journalist. This is funny to me, only because I can so see it happening. He said, I presented a project to the class about how exciting video games can be, and I knew it didn't go well when one of the students asked, so you just shoot people? I thought that was great.
Man.
Going over to Twitter, Jason Lacey at JW Lacey said, this is easy for me, the wife. We'll explain something that happens. Bless her heart, she pretends to be interested.
Oh,
I know exactly how it goes.
Yeah.
Joel Renus, Joel at Joel. I don't know how to say your last name. I'm sorry. He says also the wife, of course, couldn't care less.
That's great.
And then we have Rob Goddard at Super Lobster 106 said, I'm lucky in that my wife doesn't play games, but she likes hearing about the stories. So I can at least talk about that.
That's
I was
awesome.
like, man, that's incredible. My wife, I don't even bother.
Yeah, I don't either.
Nice.
I think I'll like kind of come downstairs and I'm like, oh my gosh, babe, you know what? Never mind.
Yeah, I don't even get to the oh my gosh, babe. I call you. I said, Gabe.
Yeah. And then I haven't reread this, but Router sent this to me and it said talking games with non-gamers. It was an email we got.
Oh yeah.
From David Kinghorn. It said, hey, Gabe and the Tims, my thoughts on your weekly question concerning talking games with someone that isn't into them. I have always worked in IT, and there is a general assumption that anyone in IT probably is a gamer in some extent.
Yep.
As you probably could guess, that's not always the case. Not a specific example, but when you do make the mistake of talking games with someone who doesn't, the inevitable phrase that will shake you out of your game talk trance is this. Oh, I think my 12-year-old plays that.
Yes.
Thanks for the podcast.
That's awesome.
Said.
That's Dave.
I think my 12-year-old plays that. Yes. And you know what's sad? Yes, he does.
Exactly. Oh, my gosh. So thank you guys so much for sending in your answers to our questions. We love it. We love talking to you guys. And then you guys have some for us. So let's get into some questions.
Like a nice, smooth, and sultry version. I like that.
That was a beautiful segue, my friend.
That was my slow jam.
Yeah.
Let's get into some questions. That's my halftime. Let's break it down. Hey, girl. Let's get to some questions, girl.
All right. Let's start with Facebook. Forrest W. Wargum. Who is going to win the trophy battle between the three of you, and what will be the winning tally? I think Gabe. I think you're going to win.
I'm pretty sure Gabe will win.
Me?
I think you're going to play more.
I'm gone half the month.
You got a Vita though.
True.
With an RPG on it. I got Persona. That thing gives out a trophy every 8 hours. I think Router will win only because because you're like on this Second Son quest.
That's true.
And so you'll start doing that, and then you'll switch to the evil side and continue. The trophies won't be as big, and you might have a late stretch with Watch Dogs.
Yeah, it's true. I was thinking about that, but I don't know how deep I can get in. Well, I'm going to have to try and get as deep as I can.
Yeah, in 2 days.
Because that comes up in 2 days. I'm going to have to hustle, man. But I'll see. I may try and marathon it.
The only thing that gives me any hope is that, and I don't even know if I don't think it does trophies, actually, now I think about it. But because Metal Gear HD is on sale, I want to get it for the Vita. Ooh. And maybe it has trophies, but maybe it doesn't because it's so old.
I'm pretty sure it does.
So that's my only hope.
Hey, Hall, isn't Borderlands 2 kind of
it's got a decent amount.
That could be a
plus,
good one.
if you get the version with all the DLC, I mean, the DLC is usually like 2 hours, so you can get most of the trophies in that short amount of time.
The only way I win is if Tim and Tim's jobs get real busy.
Yeah, and they might,
which can definitely happen.
It's just definitely happening so far. And I'm going to be out of town for 3 or 4 days in the middle of May, so I got some catching up to do.
Well, that means I think out of the three of us, one of us will be the winner, and we'll probably win with a whopping 8 trophies.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Nice.
Amen. That's a good question.
Yeah, great question.
Sticking with Facebook, Eleron Daniel. Good morning from Israel. Woohoo!
Oh,
we got
awesome.
Israel in the house. If you are playing a great game and there's one part that's really scary, how much palm sweat is on your controller? Well, I think for Gabe it would be everything, and he probably can't hold the controller anymore.
On your controller?
How much pee?
It's not getting past my Depends, man.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, this scary game is brought to you by Depends. Your pants fit a little snugger now, don't they?
Yes, there will be palm sweat on the controller. But I still grip the controller. Like when it comes to that stuff, I kind of I have a firm grip on it.
Yeah,
so
you bear down on it, do you?
Yeah, you kind of just bear down on it.
Well, I do the thing where you wipe your hands on your pants if they're
of course.
Too clammy.
I do that. I nervously wipe my hands even if they're not sweating.
Yeah,
right.
I've done that before.
It's a tick. That's awesome. Well, thank you, Eleron from Israel. That's awesome.
That's awesome. And, thanks for listening to the show all the way out there.
Yeah, keep it going. Let's move on to Twitter. Tony Spears at I Flippa the Switch. Oh, that's great.
That's a great name.
I Flippa the Switch. That's a great handle.
Speaking of good handles, I looked up on Twitter to try to get the Chubby Ninja at the Chubby Ninja, and somebody has it, and they have 0 tweets, 0 followers, and are following 0 people, or like follow one person.
Hate that.
Did they
So I don't know how. I don't know when they created it, but it's like it's just holding.
That's why I tried to get it. They just created it because they could have heard the show and then created it.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, if some of you guys created it, just to give it to me, please. I'd love to have it.
Yeah, you'll buy it for $40.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Exactly. Yep.
I'll take it for 8 trophies.
So Tony Spears at I Flip It to Switch. Is there a chance I could interview you guys for my podcast? I'm local in your area. Just figured I'd ask. That's pretty cool.
Tim, you messed it up. Just figured I'd ask.
Just figured.
That's exactly what he said.
Flipping a switch.
Yeah, I flip it a switch. That's awesome. Tony, I would love to. We should definitely do a meetup at some point, especially if you're local. So we'll try and make that happen.
Awesome.
Easy breezy.
That'd be amazing. Good question. It really wasn't a question. It was more of an ask, but that's cool.
It was a question.
At Matt Liddy.
Liddy.
Do you have... Liddy, thank you.
Liddy.
Do you have a
I forget. Actually, now. Like, I remember I said it to him one way. I was like, is it this way? And it was the other way. So I actually have no idea which one it was.
Okay. Well, we have a 50-50 shot.
Yeah. Sorry, Matt. We said them both ways. So
they're yelling in the car right now.
We'll just call him Matt Liddy Liddy. So, do you have a favorite non-video game you play with friends? ECN 99 and I love games like 31, Cranium, LCR, Euchre, Farkle, etc.
Oh,
that's his wife, Aaron.
Awesome.
Shout out to Aaron. She's awesome.
That's Aaron. Yeah, Cranium. That's a good call. I love me some Cranium. Yep. I'm kind of a Trivial Pursuit and Scrabble kind of a guy.
Scrabble's pretty fun.
Scrabble's a lot of fun.
I would say
Scrabble's fun if you're smart.
Yeah.
And can spell.
I don't know. Like, the smartphone has probably ruined Scrabble now.
It really has. It totally has.
Cranium and Farkle are pretty fun. Euchre's awesome. I love Euchre, but nobody plays it. I haven't
played Euchre in forever.
Yeah, I love Euchre.
We need to get a poker night going.
Yeah, something like that.
I would think that would be amazing.
That'd be pretty awesome.
I love me some poker.
Me too. I used to get down on some Texas Hold'em. I enjoy, shockingly, Monopoly.
Yes.
Oh, good game.
Like, for some reason, I love... My wife cannot stand Monopoly.
Because you beat her all the time?
No, I maybe because it makes me happy. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
She's not listening. You're fine.
Yeah. No, but for some reason, I've always loved Monopoly, and so I'm like down to play that whenever. People are like, oh, it's so long, blah, blah. I'm like, it's freaking Monopoly, man. It's
Monopoly.
American pastime.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh,
good question.
We got to have Monopoly
night. Marathon Monopolies. Yeah, that'd be awesome. That's a great idea. Okay, instead of poker, let's do a Monopoly. I love that, a Monopoly night. Can you imagine telling your wife, hey, babe.
I'm going to Hall's house.
It's like, hey, babe, instead of, hey, it's poker night with the guys, hey, babe, it's Monopoly night with the guys. I don't know how well that would go over.
To which everybody already thinks we're nerds, so it's fun.
I know.
Exactly.
And you know what they'd say? Like, oh, you're going to bring your sippy cup too? I mean, come on.
I think that should be our 100th episode, is just us playing Monopoly. How boring would that be? That'd be so boring.
Like an 8-hour podcast.
It'd be amazing.
Yeah. All right, I'll give you a free ride on Boardwalk for 3 turns if some people play like that.
Yeah.
Good question, Matt.
Jeremy at Jer45. What do you gents think Nintendo will have up their sleeves for E3 since they aren't doing a traditional appearance? I don't even know if they have anything up their sleeves, but yeah
they're doing the web stuff.
We'll see.
I think they're doing a Smash Brothers tournament.
Yes, that too.
Cool.
And they're going to have some of the top Smash Brothers guys that I couldn't hang with for the first 30 seconds come and play each other. And I think that's one of the things. And hopefully, man, I don't even know, man. Nintendo, come on, man, please.
Nintendo's like it seems like they're trying to do like some guerrilla marketing for E3, which is a little weird for a company that big.
Yeah, but I mean, it could work.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not optimistic about it just because they don't have a whole lot going on. But what are they going to really try and campaign besides Mario Kart at this point?
I mean, 3DS,
that's
obviously
true.
a huge thing, and
we cannot sleep on that.
We
man.
can't discount that. That's definitely
that's a powerhouse.
Well. That is a powerhouse.
Makes the Vita look silly.
I think, yeah, and I
it
think
really does.
A lot of the hardcore gamers don't realize how much of a powerhouse.
Yeah,
that
so
is.
actually, you know what? I know what Nintendo has up their sleeves. Everybody's going to have their 3DS, at the show. There you go. Free
if
promotion.
I was them, I would have pretty girls walking around E3 with 3DSs, and asking people if they want to play.
Mansion.
Yeah, nice.
Yep. There it is.
Nice.
16-bit dreams at I Dream in 16 bits. New cast of Star Wars was announced yesterday. Who is your favorite character from the old movies? Yeah, we forgot to mention that.
My Chewy's not working this morning. It's too early still.
That's quite all right.
My throat hasn't loosened up.
My favorite is Boba Fett. I think he's just awesome.
He was cool. He's the original Rocketeer.
Yes, he really was. And I had the action figure. I had his ship, which I thought was the coolest thing ever at the time. And yeah, I love Boba Fett. And he's a bounty hunter, man. You can't get any more cooler than that.
Him and Dog.
That's right, Dog.
Dog the bounty
hunter with his freaking. With his what is it? His mullet in the back.
Is that what that is?
Awesome.
That's actually what Boba Fett looks like under the costume.
Boba Fett takes off the helmet. He's Dog the bounty hunter. Oh my gosh! Could somebody please draw that, like a Boba Fett holding his helmet under his arm, and it's Dog the bounty hunter? Oh my gosh, that would be hilarious! Please, somebody.
That is awesome. Yep, somebody do it.
It'd probably be, for me, I think Han Solo. I've got the generic answer, but I will say I hate that. I like the Han Solo that shot first. Like when they changed the movie.
You don't like that they changed it?
Yeah, when they changed the movie and made him shoot second, I'm thinking no, he would have shot first.
Yeah, he was arrogant, right?
Yeah, exactly. And plus, he did anything he had to do to survive. So. There you go.
Yeah.
Actually, my favorite Han Solo, Carbonite Han Solo.
Nice.
The one that didn't say anything?
He didn't say or do anything.
He got frozen with a vest and didn't have a vest when they unfroze him. So somehow it dematerialized.
Oh, yeah. Very nice.
Look at you.
Little continuity error for you.
There you go. Very nice.
I like that.
I
need to go back and watch those movies. My wife has never seen any of them. I know. It's un-American. It's un-American.
It is. You're so not patriotic right now.
I had a real gasp in my lungs, Gabe.
I know.
Trust me.
I'm kind of nervous for you if that happens. It goes, she's going to be like, really?
Oh, yeah. She'd be like, this is the most awful thing ever. Why would anybody watch this?
If you do have her watch the originals, get the theatrical versions. Don't watch any of that special edition garbage.
Oh, I got you.
Do the original.
Get the originals. They're going to cost more, but just do it.
What do you think I was going to show her?
Well, like most of the versions now have the new content. And
you mean even like not saying special? Even if it doesn't say special?
You have if it says original theatrical, it's the real one. Like anything else is the ones where they've tried to add stuff and it just looks awkward and weird. So,
oh man,
trust me.
Okay,
yeah, and people on Twitter will confirm it. They'll come out in droves.
That's lame.
Yeah. All right, we've got two more, but actually one we've already answered, sort of. Ken L at Kenneth DL. How many trophies do you guys think will be earned by the top 3 of the forum's trophy wars?
That's hard to say.
Hundreds.
That's really hard to say.
It'll be hundreds.
Yeah, I was going to say
and
it's going to be in the hundreds.
We'll be left in the dust.
Yeah, our strong 8 won't stand the test of time.
Yeah, it will certainly not.
Let's just say people will laugh at us when this thing's all over.
Yeah, I'm just still trying to think of what games would be really, really good for trophies right now.
Resistance 3 has pretty much all bronze trophies. So,
yeah,
just putting it out there.
Yeah, I got to play that game. You've been pushing that game forever.
Play the game.
I've got to play it. Yep. Oh, good question. Final question. Jacques Major at CatJack1997.
Oh, yeah, what up, Cat Jack? Cat Jack, I love that.
I love that. Do any of you plan on playing Elder Scrolls Online when it launches for consoles this summer?
I'm going to put that on the maybe pile.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe too, actually.
I'm going to say, I think yes. I think I want to play that. That would be really cool.
Is it much more money? Is there a subscription to it?
I think the $60, like when it comes out for $60, it'll have a 30-day trial, I think. So you could probably find out how much you like it in 30 days.
Yeah.
That's my only problem. I don't know if I would ever play anything again that was subscription based. Yeah. If it was kind of like the Guild Wars model where you buy the game and then the thing is free, then I'd probably do it. But I don't know if I'm paying an extra something every month because I know I won't be playing it that much.
That's probably how it should be, because I imagine that like they have a set server cost that they pay.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know why they wouldn't just make this game like $60 and then just, say play to your heart's content, and then when there's not that many people left, we're just going to shut it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but maybe that's a bad idea. I do think that they would want to do like the online pass thing, like games used to do.
Oh yeah, sure.
So like if you bought it new, then you could register your pass and then play. But if you bought it used, you'd have to buy a pass or something.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Just so people aren't just swapping copies or anything like that.
Swapping copies.
Swapping copies. Anywho, well, that's it. Thank you, everybody, for all your questions. We always love hearing it, and we love to talk about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you have it.
2 orders of business. I'm freaking hooked on this stupid Clash of Clans.
Oh, you are?
It got me.
That's awesome. It did.
So search for our clan. I started one up, of course. The MTTG Crew clan. So we're out there.
MTTG Crew Group Clan.
Exactly.
Group Clan Posse.
ATM machine.
PSN Network.
That's awesome.
So we always ask you guys a question as well to go along with the, every week we ask you a question, and this week's not any different. So the question of the week for you guys is, do you think that if you were able to work in the gaming industry, you would take it, or it would ruin gaming for you? Anybody got a quick answer, Hall?
Yeah, we answered this question long time ago, and we had said that, like playing games for fun, like we actually get to play what we want, and we get to play it in our free time. But if we had to do it as a job, I mean, it wouldn't be as fun of a hobby as it is now, because we wouldn't be able to pick the games we played, and you'd have to just be playing games like 40 hours a week.
I did tell you guys about the quality assurance guys that I saw having to play, whether it was at EA or Sucker Punch, where they're just driving cars into the walls to see if they're going to clip anywhere.
To try and break it.
That's not fun.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, to try to break the game. But we all have said, too, individually that, if Router could work in the marketing and you could work in the audio and I could do voiceover, then we would probably love it.
Yeah, that is
So
true.
there's probably avenues in the gaming industry that we would love to do and still be able to enjoy gaming. But sometimes it would just take, for some people, I think it would just take it away completely and just not be fun.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. So
let us know. If you could work in the gaming industry, would you do it, or would it ruin how fun gaming is for you? Because some people love what they do already. My job's great. Paolo's out there freaking curing cancer.
Yeah, he's a beast.
So I don't know if that's incredible. And so let us know, man. Use hashtag AnswerMTTG, and obviously we will post it on Twitter and our forum, and it'll be awesome. Is that it? Are we all done?
That's a wrap,
Yep.
Jack.
That's a wrap. Well, man, thank you guys so much for listening. Episode 85. We only got 15 episodes left till 100.
Oh, boy.
We got to figure this thing out.
Holy cow.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
We'll figure
We're
it
going to
out.
be saying this on the 99th episode, too.
I know, like, hey, are we doing anything special next week?
It's awesome.
Thank you guys so much for listening. Our community is the best. We love you guys. Stick around with us. We're going to try to keep it interesting. I'm Gabe Patillo. That is Tim Router. That is Timothy Hall. And we are married to the games. And we up out this thing. Peace!